Alright, so this is a video about my hybrid willow trees that I planted. It was about 2.5, 3 years ago I planted these guys. I think I got them on Amazon. Each one of them was probably about 6 to 8 inches long when I planted them. Like I said, 2.5, 3 years ago. And now they are pretty freaking tall. These ones on the end here, they're not as tall because they got mowed down. Somebody came off this road like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, clipped these three, went between the mailboxes in the tree, over the driveway, and but they came back on their own. So they're not as tall, but they're coming back pretty strong. This one actually, well, there's black on there because that's like tree repair, because I had deer problem. Deer like to sharpen their antlers on them. But this one actually came from my parents' house. It showed up one day in one of my dad's pots that he has like his herbs in, like oregano and basil and stuff like that. Oh, hi Berkey, you want to be a part of the video? But yeah, no, these are amazingly fast growers. Problems that I had were, like I said, the deer will sharpen their antlers on them and just absolutely skin all the bark off of it. So I tried to do some repair work. I hope they're not as bad this year, but who knows. This one died completely. Actually, it's not completely dead, but you can see they sharpened them there, and yeah, not a big fan of deer, needless to say. But the vast majority of them on this side of the house are doing really well. These ones on the end never really came in as well either. I'm not sure why, but I have a pretty it's pretty wet down here. All the water from all the houses up here come down, go all the way to here, and then the water goes across the street. So it's very wet, which these trees love. So I wouldn't have the least bit of hesitation to put them in an area that's not so well drained. That was actually one of the goals, to try to have these trees drink up some of the water. You can see the lawn in certain spots has been adversely affected by some of the flooding, but this year's been pretty dry. So yeah, overall, I mean, look at that bulldog next to these trees. That's how freaking tall they are. She's kind of short, but you can just see they got to be at least 25 feet, if not 30 feet tall. As advertised, they grow really fast, and I told myself, I'm like, I'll just do it now, because if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? And then I'm missing out on growth opportunities, and sure enough, they shot right up. So how I did it was, you know, you get those little, I don't know what you want to call them, but, oh, actually, one quick side note. So there was a gap right here, and I broke this branch off of this tree right here and put this guy in the ground here where there was an opening, because one of the trees had died from the deer. So I'm gonna see if this grows and can sustain. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't, but you never know. It might not root for whatever reason, or who knows, but hopefully it does. So where was I? Oh, so to put the sticks in the ground, you can just stick them right in the ground, but when they're small, a lot of times grass and stuff grows up near them. So if you put a mat down and then stick the twig right in the middle of the mat, so the tree has the most chance to root, it's better, and then it won't have any competition from any other weeds or tall growing whatevers. One thing that I did with half of these and didn't do with the other half was I put them in water so they got roots first, and then I put them in the dirt. But other ones I just stuck directly in the dirt without having them grow roots in a pot of water, and they did just fine. So I would just recommend just sticking them right in the ground, making sure they have a good amount of water and they set. Yeah, go from there. So yeah, this is 3 years of growth on these willows, and they're doing pretty good. Oh shit. So yeah, that's a wrap, people. Oh, also I have 3 other ones on the side of the house. I'll take you to go see those too, might as well. So the other ones on the other side of the house, I was trying to make like a kind of like a natural fence with those. I planted about 25 of them, but only 3 survived. I had a big rabbit problem on the other side of the house, and they're not as close to the main road, the rabbits that is, so I'll take you over there. Come on, get in, Berkey. Come on, everybody's waiting for you. Come on, Berkey, get in. Come on, uppy, let's go. Come on, let's go. Good girl. We gotta go show the people the other 3 trees. Trying to keep the camera as steady as possible, but it's kind of hard. So I had planted them right along these arborvitaes, and as you can see, there's none there. But these 3, for whatever reason, they are the ones that survived. So we'll take a look at those real quick, and then I'll let you go. Oh, there's actually 4 of them. I don't know why the middle one is still holding on, but it is. So we got 4 that have survived over here. And as you can see, these are no slouches either. They're pretty tall. And really thick bases too. It's so crazy because this thick base is probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 inches around. But when I put them in, they were all this thickness. So, yeah, pretty cool. But I had them all up and down this row, but these are the only 4 that survived and thrived, if you will. But yeah, you can put any questions in the chat or whatever, and I'll answer what I can.